started.
Oh, we got a game here. D-Crown, USA. Okay, so I'm playing D4. So I just had two games, which are not going to video. One was here, C4, Queen's Gambit. One was a real good game, but it got interrupted by a phone call. So I was thinking, hey, I was doing pretty good. So I was excited to play the next game, and then that just turned out to be a terrible game. So I did not play that at all. I'm not uploading that one. I mean, did not play well at all. So I get this typical setup. Black here often will take, and then I guess he waits until I move my bishop. I'll go ahead and move it. Then he can take here. But if he doesn't take, actually I should have put my bishop on d3. That's the normal square. It's a more aggressive post for the bishop. This is a very quiet post for the bishop. It's not doing a whole lot there. It's preventing a pin that's not going to happen because this bishop on c8 is not getting out anytime soon. So really d3 is the square for the bishop. So black is delaying this capture, and in that case I usually defend it with b3, and then I can defend my knight with the pawn. Now he can play f5. That's a common strategy here. There he goes. So he's got a very solid knight there, and it'll take me a little bit to undermine it, but I have the idea of moving this knight out of the way and playing f3 to chase that knight away. And I think I'll do that now. It looks like it's safe. Knight, he can exchange various pieces. Sometimes you do have to worry about, queen coming out and a knight to here, but that happens more if you haven't castled. Okay, so he's moved his knight to g5. Now that's a bit of a unusual square for the knight. Where is he going from there? There. He can go back to f7, I guess. So in this case, let's see. Let me put my rook on the c file. I don't think he's immediately threatening to do anything. I have this weak pawn here I have to worry about. But I might play moves like queen to e1 to f2, or even, that rules out that idea. So how do I want to defend? Okay, I'm going to just block it up with the move f4. Otherwise he's got a strong diagonal there. He can put his knight back, but in return I can put my knight here. And that will cover my weak pawn on e3, meaning there's no direct line of attack. So now I can think of exchanging off. I think I want to take this way. And then the idea is to grab here. And if he takes back with the c pawn, I have knight takes with the tempo on the queen. And if he takes back with the d pawn, then I have a passed pawn here for the later parts of the game that can come in handy. Actually, however he takes back, I can take with the knight, because this pawn on c6 is pinned by the rook. So this wins a pawn, except it loses this pawn. Yeah, balances all these imbalances. Yeah, if the queen comes into e3 with check, and I move my king, then is it threatening to grab this knight? Knight takes, bishop takes. I guess the rook is still defending it. The queen is hitting the rook and the knight and the bishop, but it looks like they're all defended. So I do have the option of taking here. And if the queen takes there, I can even grab this knight.
Check.
This bishop, maybe. Maybe. Ah, he's got the knight. Okay, took the pawn instead. Knight to f2 might have been a strong move there. It's check, so I'd have to give up the exchange. But when he takes back, then I could maybe take the bishop. So would have worked out okay, I guess. So I have to get rid of this knight now. And pawns are even. I do have this advanced pawn in the center, which might be useful. And I'm going to get my queen to this square and maybe push this pawn forward and get an attack on g7 in my dreams, if things go well. So, but there are a few steps between here and there. It's kind of surprising. I was expecting him to take with the queen. Maybe the first step is to chase the queen away. So if I play bishop to here, he can pin the bishop. I take the queen, he takes my queen, I take his rook. That is winning for me. So bishop here, queen has to move. So the queen can't go to this square, this square, this square, this square, this square, this square. That row is all out. This diagonal is out. Up and down is out. And diagonally this way is out. So I think this is a queen trap. I think that wins the queen. So I guess he needed to take with the queen. F takes e4 was probably a mistake, unless I calculated something wrong there. I don't see that he has any move. His best move is probably rook to d8, trying to pin the bishop. Okay, this is queen for a rook too. That's about the same. Okie doke. So let's not mess this up. Okay, how am I going to do this? Let's start by getting rid of his light squared bishop. I think I want to keep the rook on the back rank. I want to be able to bring my queen out. And damn. So the only square that defends the bishop is here. Just when I was talking about not messing up. Now I want to put the bishop somewhere. I like it on this diagonal because I still have the idea. Pushing a pawn, but he's got a strong pawn here, so maybe I need to do something about that. Let's challenge the rook. I was a little bit worried about the rook coming to here. I want to play queen to e3. Let's give my king a flight square. I still want to play queen to e3, but I can't because the bishop, hey, he's blockaded by pawn. What can I do? Let's get the king out of the way of the check. So I could move my queen now, and if he comes here, I can exchange one rook and then move the bishop somewhere. Okay, knight here, knight there, and also the knight is defending the pawn. Yeah, he's got a pin operating, so the knight can go to this square. F6, F3. If I line the queen and the rook up, I can actually trade the queen for 2 rooks there. Queen and bishop for 2 rooks and have a rook against a knight endgame, which is probably better for me, but I have to mop up those pawns. I have to make sure he doesn't get an advanced pawn out of that. Okay, he just defends, so how about if I go here? Attacking his rook directly. So now I am threatening to trade the queen for 2 rooks, and that would be better for me because I would have the extra piece. So he grabs that. Okay, let's... Yeah, I don't want him to double up. So let's put this rook here. And then later I still have the idea of bishop to bishop b4, making a battery against this f8 square. And he can't go here pinning the bishop because the queen covers that square. He can go there. Okay, so this was the idea, threatening to take his rook. And then after the rook moves away, then I'll play my rook to f2 here, threatening to exchange it at least. And delivering the queen to this square with check should be pretty good, although he has options. So let's see, he can come to this square with check. So if I go here, check with the queen. If I go with the rook, then the king goes to that square, and I have no follow-up. But if I go with the queen, check here, king goes to that square, then the queen here, check, picks up a rook, right?
Check.
Check.
Check. Black resigns.
Okay, good game. I'm going to upload this one, and I'm going to do a video post-mortem on it as usual, and see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.